Hello and welcome to Ruchi's Town. My fridge is almost empty, so I wanted to harvest some of the vegetables or leaves that are there and cook accordingly. So I've come here and I want to show you some garden update also. So you would have seen in previous videos that we had sowed some seeds here on the carton box. So these are the cucumber plants that have grown and some chili plants. And next is the okra plant that is grown. I think next to that is some beetroot that is growing, which is very small outside, so that means hopefully it's growing good well inside. This is a big squash plant that is growing, and it grew very fast actually. Next to that is our bush beans. It has started flowering. I think it is less than a month that we sowed the seeds, somewhere around 18th I think we sowed the seeds, and today is 12th of August. It has grown very well. This big climber is a double beans, the Lima beans variety that we have. This has grown like a climber very well. I mean, we didn't know that it is a climber. It said it was bush beans, but then looks like the Lima variety of the bush beans are like this. Okay, next this side we have this cucumber climber. If we see, there is a female flower here. So if there is a female flower, there will be some part of the cucumber behind it. Rest of them are all male flowers. There are lots of flowers, but then very few female flowers. So that's growing. And next, look at this corn. We had sown the seeds, right? So we had put in a lot of seeds. So few of them have grown. On the other side, it has not grown. Or if it is there also, we don't know, because there is a lot of unwanted grass there. So within a few days, we have to check which grows bigger and then get rid of the ones which are not growing. Then here is our wonderful tomato plant. It's become like a big bush where we cannot even access. But then we have some goodies here that are ready to be harvested. Look at this. It's nice and red. So I'm going to take the tomatoes out. Shall I? Oh my god. I have to use a scissor. Hi, the first one. It's first big one actually. Last time also I showed, right? Okay, this is not ripe enough. The upper one. See, there's one big bunch here. One of them are ripe. So we have this many. And we have some in this corner plant. Last time also I showed. They're all like baby tomatoes. The cherry tomatoes type. We don't know if it is a different variety or it didn't grow. Last time we thought it didn't grow, but the entire plant has tomatoes like this. Like really small. Here also. Ouch. Look at this. It's like pearls. There are lots of bunches of tomatoes growing, but they are not ripe. So we will harvest whenever we need it. Now this is very good enough for one meal. Next, what we have? Okay, let's do this peppers. I don't have any green chilies left at home, and this is the hibachi pepper that we have. So I'm going to take them out. There are a few of them. This is not that spicy, I think, but I'm just going to take it out because I have to use it now. Three are enough for now. Let that grow a little bigger.
Yeah.
Here is our gongura plant, which is all growing well. It actually looks like okra plant only. If you see next to that, this is the okra plant. The leaves, actually the texture of the leaves look exactly the same, that and this one. So this is not even a month old. So usually within a month we can harvest is what it says. We have to check out how long it takes. I'm excited about that also. Next, let's come to palak. So this is palak which we keep removing quite often. So I'm going to start using. I can pluck it like the plant itself, but then it is going to grow again. So that's why I have left it like that. So I'm going to harvest almost everything right now. So looking at this, I'm going to make some dal, palak dal. So I've taken out so much of palak. I also have methi which is growing. I wanted to harvest it off. When it grows beyond this size, for me somehow it's not standing. I mean something eats away or what happens, I don't know. See, it goes away like this. So I want to make sure I make the maximum use of it. I'm going to leave the roots and take out only the top parts. That way it is easy for me to clean also after this. I'm going to take out the entire thing. In the next pot, if you see here, this is less than a week old that I have put, and it is come out really well. I think it's the 4th pot this season. I make it every like week to 10 days time. I keep sowing like 1 to 2 tablespoons of methi, and yeah, that's how it comes out. Next we're going to take the pumpkin also out today. If you see here, I'd shown it in the previous video also. Oh god, it's actually turning color now only. Look at that. It feels so good actually looking at all that. So I'm going to make methi palak dal, basically the Andhra style. Palak papu. So come, let's go in and clean this up thoroughly and start cooking. Okay. This pumpkin that was harvested a week ago was kept on the countertop. After a week, it looks like this. It is turned orange in color, and we are going to use that and make a fry out of it. Let's start making the palak and spinach dal. I'm taking a 1:1 ratio of tuar dal and moong dal. I'm going to wash this and cook with the rest of all the veggies that we have taken. And also some pods of garlic that you see there, and 1 onion I'm going to add. So now the dal has been washed. I'm going to switch the stove on and add 1 cup of water and all the chopped vegetables. That is the methi. This is the mountain spinach basically. Chakote soppu is what they say in Kannada. Not the usual variety of spinach. Tomatoes, some onions, green chilies or red chilies, and 1 small piece of tamarind. Everything goes into the cooker, and along with some turmeric and salt. We'll mix it, close the lid, and cook it for 3 whistles. Usually how you cook the dal, that's how you have to cook this also. The plain dal, exactly like that you're going to cook for the same number of whistles here. Next we will cut the pumpkin into big chunks. I have used only 1/3 of this big pumpkin, and the rest of it I have frozen it. For the dry pumpkin fry, I'm going to take some oil and put basic seasoning: mustard seeds, jeera, urad dal, asafoetida, some curry leaves and chili. And with that I'm going to add some onions and fry. Once the onions are half done, I'm going to add the chopped pumpkin, some ginger garlic paste, turmeric, chili powder, salt, and close the lid and let it cook. On the other side, the dal is ready. So if you see, this is nice and thick. Don't make it too watery. For this, we have to put some tadka. The dal should not be completely mashed up. The dal has to be seen. So for the tadka, I'm putting mustard seeds, jeera, urad dal, chana dal, some onions. We usually put something called vadagam, which is a dry thing. I don't have that. That's why I added some onions. A little bit of chili powder and some hot water. So the consistency has to be a little thin and not very thick, but I don't put a lot of water while I'm cooking, so I add it at last. The dal is ready now to be served. Okay, on the other side, for the pumpkin fry, I'm taking a pan and frying 2 to 3 spoons of gram flour, the flour that we make bhaji with, that one. So I'm going to fry this and add to the pumpkin that is getting cooked. Put some salt to this mixture and mix well. This has to fry for about 2 to 3 minutes, after which you are going to transfer this into the cooked pumpkin. This will give a nice blend and thickness to the pumpkin. It will taste very good. Try this out if you have never done it. Now our basic Indian meal is ready with homegrown pumpkin fry, some rice, methi palak, dal. I have some curd, I have some podi and all. I'm going to serve it. I will start plating with rice, homemade pickle, that is podi, and some homemade curd, and our pumpkin fry with dal. And I'm going to put some oil for the podi and also for the dal. We don't like to eat ghee, so I eat it with oil. There it is, one awesome South Indian meal. What else do we need in life? Hope you like this video. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe to Ruchista.